What's going on, guys? Carve here, and let's go over the materials we're gonna need to start carving out some cool wands. By the way, I wouldn't recommend this if you are a child, if you consider yourself a child, even young teenagers, you know what, even adults. There's a chance that you guys are gonna get hurt. There's a chance that you guys are gonna cut your hands open. If you guys have zero experience carving anything, be 100% more careful than a person that has experience. Safety first. You're gonna wanna get yourself some gloves like these, links down below to all the things that I'm gonna talk about today. Gloves similar to these, don't have to be these exactly, just make sure you get some sort of hand protection. If you guys don't wear glasses of some kind, get some safety glasses. When you're cutting the wood, something may pop into your face, into your eyeballs. Definitely get a respirator. Be very careful. You don't want to breathe in any sort of dust or wood grain. Doesn't even make sense. Next thing you're gonna need is something to cut with, and I got these flex cut knives. Don't know if these are the best company, but I really like these. They were cheap enough. I don't like to spend a lot of money on tools, especially if I don't know if I'm gonna like the thing that I'm doing. So I was like, you know what, let me just get some okay knives. First time I did it, I used an X-Acto knife and like a box cutter. That sucked. It was a lot harder. These are a lot smaller to hold. These have a nicer handle. They feel a little bit better in your hand. So I really like these. I got a set of 3 of them, 3 different size blades. They all kind of feel the same. This one has a smaller tip, the other one has longer, the other one's a little bit bigger. And along with these knives, you get this little guy, and this is an abrasive that you apply to something like a piece of leather, and then after it's on there, what you do is you rub this on here at, I'd say probably a 20-degree angle to sharpen it. And basically you're gonna have to do this a lot during the carving because, you know, the blades do get dull. They last a little while, but then after a while they do get dull. So what you want to do is make sure you don't roll the blade and don't ruin the edge. You want to keep it nice and flat and run it all the way down, and then it'll be nice and sharp. You have an easier time cutting through the wood if it's sharper, but also, on the other hand, you have an easier time cutting through your skin if it's sharper. So always, again, be very careful, go slow. Never put pressure on the wood when you are not in control. Don't do this. You're not trying to go crazy. You wanna just kind of cut away a little bit at a time. You don't wanna go too fast. If you go too fast, the faster you go, the more likely you're gonna get hurt, the more likely I'm gonna have to hear about it. I really don't wanna hear about it, okay? So don't get hurt, please, please. This guy, you don't have to make one of these. You can buy something very similar to this. This is just a piece of leather that I put on a piece of 2x4, and it works out. You apply the abrasive to it, you sharpen on it, everything's great, it works out. You may need some sandpaper, any kind will do. You know, this is 500 grit, you don't need 500 grit, you can go lower than that. The lower the number, the more gritty it is, the more material it's gonna take away faster. Makes sense, think about it. Maybe some 200, 100 grit just to get a lot of the material off. You can use that to then take off the bark. You can use a sander if you have a sander to make everything nice and smooth. I did this by hand and it was a pain in the butt. So definitely if you guys have a little orbital sander or a block sander or a sanding wheel, anything. If you guys have any sort of sander, get all that bark off, get a base shape for what you want. The other thing you guys could use is a rotary tool. I have a Dremel. This attaches to another piece and then it spins. This little guy spins at a high speed. You put a different bit on there, sanding bit, engraving bit, whatever. Haven't actually used this to make a wand yet, but I forgot I even had it, so I found it and I was just like, hey, this is gonna help me, hopefully, let's try it out. You guys have been submitting some awesome wand designs, and I'm gonna make a separate video just for those, just to go over what you guys submitted, because they're awesome. They're really cool, and I'm super excited about them. Every time I get a new one, I'm like, wow, that looks so great. I can't believe I didn't think of that. I'm gonna make a separate video just for that. So if you guys have any cool ideas for wands, make sure to submit them. I will put links down below to my Instagram and my Twitter. So just tag me in one of those or mention me in one of the pictures, and I will definitely check them out. I'm saving all of them right now, and I'm gonna go over probably all of them in one of the videos. And remember guys, I'm also gonna be doing a giveaway for the wands, and it's gonna be great. I hope it comes out good. I hope you guys like it too. So that pretty much goes over all of the materials, all the different stuff that we're gonna need to make something like this. If you guys haven't seen this yet, I'll put a link to it up there. If you guys end up needing any of these tools or materials, make sure to use the link down below, because whenever you guys do use those links, it helps out the channel, helps me bring more content to you. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys check out some of the other videos, and stay tuned for some more wand stuff, Harry Potter stuff, Steven Universe stuff, maybe some quad stuff coming up in the near future. Still working on that. So guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time. Bye bye bye. Almost stabbed myself in the face with this knife. Wouldn't have been good.